All right, guys. So it seems like we can never really catch a break, right? It seems like we get past an event. In this case, we were and have been talking about the meeting between President Trump and President Xi from China. That went really, really well. I was expecting to wake up to a decent slash good day today. That, in fact, is 100% not what is happening. We were thrown yet another curveball. And the reason that the market is falling right now is because of the Federal Reserve. Yep, you guessed it. Our good old buddies over at the Fed. Again, remember, crypto moves because of global macro events, bigger, larger events. This one being now the Federal Reserve. That's why you're seeing everything pretty much in a quasi free fall right here, right now. So, what has happened is that the Federal Reserve has come out and said, hey, we are now most likely not going to give you another Federal Reserve interest rate cut in December, whereas they had been saying they would do that. That's it, guys. And it has completely spooked the crypto market. The meeting between Trump and President Xi went great, positive all the way around. Both sides agreeing to a 1-year truce, both sides agreeing to different concessions, both sides walking out of the meeting going, it went really, really well. So that is good news. It's off the table from an impact point stressor, if you will, on crypto. But now we're dealing with this, the Federal Reserve coming out and saying, we're not going to give you another interest rate cut. And if you've been around crypto for any amount of time, it 100,000,000% reacts positive or negative to what the Federal Reserve does. And this is a larger picture scenario here. The Federal Reserve not reducing the interest rate, not giving us another interest rate cut means that ultimately anything having to do with credit, borrowing, lending money is going to continue to stay at higher rates. Now, some of those guys, and we've had this discussion, would say that, even these 25 basis points cut, 0.25 are not necessarily rolling downhill and reducing mortgage, rates or reducing interest rates to go finance a car and so forth. I agree. A lot of those things have not rolled downhill yet. We have to have a cumulative effect over time, which means we need to continue to have these rate cuts come. And now the Federal Reserve is saying, nope, we're not going to give you one in December. And that's what's happening. And that is why the entire market is freaking out. I mean, you got Bitcoin now, as of the recording, at 107. You got Ethereum has dropped below 4,000, down 5%. You got XRP down 6.5%, so forth and so on. In fact, the only positives in the entire crypto market are these right here. But you've got Plasma, Aster falling, SPX, Pi, Athena, Caspa, everything is down 6 to 9, 10 points. And it's 100% due to this Federal Reserve scenario playing out. Okay. That's it. So if we take a look at kind of what's going on the stock market side, this decides everyone wants to load. You've got the Dow's up 90 points, NASDAQ down to 40. So we got a mixed bag over there. But you can see what's here is the Trump and Xi meetings have brought stability to the stock market, but crypto is decoupled from the stock side. There is a correlation there and is falling dramatically because of this Federal Reserve curveball. Let's call it what it is. This wasn't even really on anybody's radar. Everybody was focused on the Trump-Xi meeting. Again, got good news there. So from a long-term perspective, taking that off the table is good for us because we're not going to have to deal with, most likely again, right, the fallout from that tariff trade agreement scenario, meaning it looks like we got good news, positive news, but now we've got to deal with this Federal Reserve thing. So I'm viewing this Again, you guys know I am a long-term bull. I'm viewing it as an opportunity. I'm going to be looking at opportunities to add to my bag across the board as or if we continue to see this thing fall. Because here's what it comes down to me. I'm more of a long-term buyer and holder. I don't really see this. This is a short-term issue. It's not fun. It sucks. I'm not minimizing this. This is frustrating to me too. Okay, but I'm also seeing it as an opportunity. So that's what I got for you right here, right now. As always, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and more to come as we see how this thing continues to play out. See you.